Backstretchers! You are on the Backstretch, presented by Gans Race Cars and Parts. Tune in for your local racetrack results and series results from the Mid-East Racing Association, Blue Ridge Outlaws, and the Steel Block Bandits on Monday nights. It's showtime! Welcome to On the Backstretch on Monday night. It's sponsored by Gans Race Cars and Parts. Got the Maverick Cambridge Gans is the sidekick over here tonight. How long been a weekend you been having?
Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend.
We got Moses sitting in the back over here.
Go up front, Moses.
Moses. But we went to County Line on Saturday night. Blue Ridge Outlaws had their Steve Hines Memorial event Friday and Saturday at Carolina. We'll go over the results from both nights there and the night at County Line with the Mid-East Modified Tour. Carolina Clash was in the house at County Line as well.
Yep, had a pretty good field. 29 super late models.
29 Supers. J-Mac was there. Who else local was there?
Benji Hicks.
Yeah.
Ethan, he was running. He was pulling double duty.
Ethan run. Austin Holcomb run one.
Yeah.
Becca Malone.
Yeah.
Of course, Justin Mitchell was there. Justin Mitchell was a class of field with Broken Drive Shaft.
Yeah. Your winner, Ben Watkins.
Yep, Ben Watkins. He won the inaugural Mid-East Super Late Model Championship last year.
Who else?
A lot of good racing action this weekend.
The Sweet Potato Express.
Sweet Potato Express. Yeah, he was there. I forgot about that. I didn't get to see much of the race. Roush was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sweet Potato Express. Before we get too far along, we'll thank our sponsors, and then we'll get into the results and upcoming events. On the Backstretch is presented to you by these great sponsors. Gans Race Cars and Parts. Go check out Philip and Cambridge Gann for all your race car parts and fabrication needs, located on K School Road in Mayodan, North Carolina. Go check out Gans Race Cars and Parts. NRS Race Scoring for all your transponder and scoring needs, the official score of the Mid-East Racing Association. Go check them out on Facebook at NRS Race Scoring. Too Fast for You Embroidery. That is Tanja Gann, in-house at Gans Race Cars and Parts. Need them hats done, shirts, sweatshirts, monograms. Go check out Tanja Gann at Too Fast for You Embroidery. She'll take care of all your embroidery needs. Located on K School Road in Gans Race Cars and Parts. Vinyl adds horsepower at Randy's Custom Lettering, located in Wannaco, North Carolina. Go check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl signage and decal needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Randy's Custom Lettering or give them a call at 336-591-9301. Special thanks to Travis Covey with TC Construction. The driver of the Goliath chassis, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 05 machine. Along with the teammate and sponsor of the Gans Race Cars and Parts, Airport Drive-In, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 45, the Maverick Cambridge Gann. The dynamic duo make up the Maverick Goose team that will bring back the love and feeling in 2025. So go check them out at a racetrack near you running the 602, a modified division. The T-shirt guru of Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. If your race team, ball team, business is looking for apparel, go check out Travis Lawson at Stokes Apparel. You can find him on Facebook at Stokes Apparel or online at www.stokesapparel.com. Special thanks to Jason and Brittany Walls with the Mid-East Racing Association. Your home for your True Light Federal Credit Union Mid-East Street Stocks. The Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour, your Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Mid-East 602 late models, and in its debut season, the Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust Mid-East 525 late models. For all your rules and schedules, go check out racemideast.com. Need trash hauled? Call Capital Waste. Their team is ready to help you determine the right product for your needs, offering roll off dumpster rentals and also portable toilet rentals in two convenient locations, one at 1668 Park Drive in Mount Airy, North Carolina, the other at 730 Oak Ridge Farms Highway in Mooresville, North Carolina. Give them a call today at 336 568 8009 or check them out at capitalwastetrash.com. Thanks to all our great sponsors. Actually, go by and see the clowns, Randy's Custom Lettering, Chris and Randy.
Clowns.
They were busy printing like, I can't remember. They printed right many race cars while I was there. And a couple business trucks. And they're printing them. They hadn't put them on yet, but they were right busy. Well, good to see Randy. Of course, got my t-shirt on. Randy's Custom Lettering. Well, we'll get started with results from Carolina Speedway. They had their first event of the year, which is always a Steve Hines Memorial event. It is, let's see, the first night they had street stocks, mini late models, Thunder Bombers, 4-cylinders, Crown Vics, the Southern Wedge Late Model Association. So we'll get into Steve Hines Memorial event. And I don't know which order I got these in, so we'll have to probably cipher through them. But like I said, it was the third annual Steve Hines Tribute Race, $3,500 to win for the Blue Ridge Outlaws at Carolina Speedway, the action track. I don't know who was where. But first up on Friday night, we got, that would be Street Stocks main event.
Your street stock main event feature winner was the 83 of Caleb McLaughlin. Second went to the 11L of Paul Irby. Third was the 88 of Billy Thompson. Fourth went to the 5P of Earl Petty. Fifth was the 01 of Tyler Hyatt. Sixth went to the 45 of Wayne Curtis. Seventh was the 111 of Henry Duncan. Eighth went to the 11 of Cade Langley. Ninth was the 78 of Hunter Funderburk. And rounding out your top 10 was the 00J of Jackson Thomason.
Then we rolled out on the Speedway for the Pro 4 main event. The number 7 machine of Patrick Anna is picking up the win. Second going to the 3 machine of Barrett Bishop. Third to the 44R of Clayton Ross. Fourth, the GOAT, Dylan Warden, and that 2W machine. Fifth going to Cody Barber in the 14 machine. The 121 of Jacob Kinder was sixth. Seventh goes to Jerry Oliver Jr. in the 51 machine. Eighth was the 01 of Cody Verbos. Ninth was the 69T of Tommy Ham. And rounding out your top 10 was the 28 machine of Bud Roop. Crown Vics.
Here we are. Your feature winner in your Crown Vic main event was the number 3 of Justin Truitt. Second went to the 0 of TJ Slack. Third was the 169 of Drew Banks. Fourth went to the 32 of James Hilton. Fifth was the number 22 of Blake Green. Sixth was the 4 of Hayden Turner. Seventh was the Triple X of Bundy Stowe. Eighth went to the 115 of Kai Lucas. Ninth was the 19 of Jamie Mayer, and round out your top 10 was the 14 of Jason Ledford.
And then up next to the Steve Hines Memorial Race at Carolina is the Southern Wedge Late Model Association. New time comer for this season is Timbo Mangum in the 07 machine, picking up his first win of the Southern Wedge Late Model Association. Kenny Compton Jr. was a bridesmaid runner-up. And second, third went to 108 of Chuck Southern. Fourth went to the 75 of Eric Thompson. Fifth was the 78 of David Stone. Mike Huey in the 40 machine finished in sixth. Chris Dunlap in the 50 machine was seventh. Eighth going to Davis Ford in the 4D machine. And round out your 9-car field was the 30 of Denny Williams.
And for the final night, on night one for the Steve Hines Memorial, your feature winner in the Sharp Mini Late Models was the number 1 of Christian Pitts. Second went to the 9B of Broughton Boatwright. Third was the 28 of Brian Funk. Fourth was the 9R of Rick Goss. Fifth went to the 83 of Anthony Burrell. Sixth was the 10 of Zeke Whitman. Seventh went to the 6C of Chase Teague. Eighth was the 119 of Brandon Lloyd. And ninth was the number 2 of Preston Beckham.
And that rounded out night number 1 of the Steve Hines tribute race at Carolina Speedway. I do have the interview from the Southern Wedge Late Model Association. We'll go ahead and get that up.
Race fans, here at Carolina Speedway, your Friday night winner for the Southern Wedge Lake Model Association in the 07 machine, Timbo Mangum, getting the job done on Friday night. A great run on Friday, able to battle and persevere against Kenny Compton. Take us through that first win with that Southern Wedge Lake Model. I believe first time out for you there, Timbo, as well.
Yeah, man, it was first time out. Like I said, we've been bashing on the car, been doing different stuff on it, and that thing's a different car to build than we used to our normal stuff, but it turned out pretty good. We've done everything like we thought we should, and actually the car worked pretty good. So last night the track was a little better, a little more traction on it, so and it worked. And we ended up winning the race. So.
Definitely ended up winning, of course, tonight. Y'all guys finishing second runner-up to Kenny Compton. You basically traded places from night 1 to night 2 here at the Steve Hines Tribute event. Timbo, let's go through and thank some of your sponsors on the side of that 07 machine.
Man, I can't tell you, I got all my sponsorship behind me. I don't like to say no more. I don't want to say one and miss one, but I can't thank all of them enough. And like I said, biggest thing is all my guys, man. All my guys is there week in and week out. And like I said, without them, my sponsors, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And like I said, we still enjoying it a little bit. But
well, definitely we'll look forward to having you on the campaign with the Southern Wedge Late Models this season. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and we'll pan over here and get all your sponsors basically in one big shot there. So, hey, they can get at least their money's worth.
That way I ain't got to worry about naming them out and missing somebody. All on the side. That's good.
That's it. And Timbo, congratulations on your win, sir.
Appreciate it.
And that was the winner of the Southern Wedge Late Model Association night 1. We'll roll off into night number 2 of the Steve Hines tribute race, featuring the Blue Ridge Outlaw Late Models. This is night 1, don't it? Oh, well. But up first with the Southern Wedge Late Model Association. Kenny Compton picking up the win in that 10 machine, with Timbo Mangum finishing second in the 07 machine, the 108 of Chuck Southern finishing third, fourth going to Eric Thomas in the 75 machine, fifth going to the 78 of David Stone, sixth the 4D of Davis Ford, seventh was the 50 of Chris Dunlap, Mike Huey finishing eighth in the 40 machine, and rounding out your 9-car field was a 30 of Denny Williams.
Your Renegade Sportsman feature winner was the 20. That's right.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Your Renegade Sportsman feature winner was the 27E of Luke Edison. Second went to the 4 of Jonathan Henson. Third was the 11 of Cade Langley. Fourth went to the D1 of David Lucas. Fifth was the 28 of Tim Edison. Sixth went to the 00J of Jackson Thomason. Seventh was the 5D of Dawson McKinney. Eighth went to the 25 of Matt Evans. Ninth was the 96T of Tony Pennell. And round out your top 10 was the 83 of Caleb McLaughlin.
It's odd. Caleb usually runs better than that.
I think he fell out.
Must have had some troubles. Then up next was the vintage main event It was Benji Knight in the 3 machine picking up the win. Jeffrey Woods in the 818 finishing second. Third went to Sean Mangum in the 71 machine. Fourth, the 28C of Scott Cannon. Fifth, the 1 of Monk Gullidge. Sixth goes to the 7 machine of Eric Rogers. Sixth to the 7 machine of Eric Rogers. Seventh went to the 20S of Robert Bennett. Eighth was the 78 of David Stone. Ninth was the 29 of TJ Perkins. And round out your top 10 was the 8W of legend Dennis Williams.
Your Thunder Bomber feature winner was the 43 of Jacob Funderburk. Second went to the 14 of Tyler Parker. Third was the 40 of David Whitaker. Fourth went to the 98 of Isaiah Parker. Fifth was the 10 of Steve Henson. Sixth went to the 45 of Jamie Decker. Seventh was the 75 of James Marion. Eighth was the 28 of Colby Watts. And ninth was the 17 of Stephen Fowler.
Then we roll straight on into the Hornets main event. It was a 3C of Scott Collinger picking up the win. A second going to the 33 of Anthony Dallas. Third goes to the A53 of Austin Haskin. Fourth goes to the 74 of Cody Langley. Fifth goes to the 21 of Austin Hamacher. Sixth going to the 96 of Kevin Braswell. And rounding out the 7-card field with the 96X of Ronnie Brown.
And your Blue Ridge Outlaw late models, your feature winner was the 99 of Kyle Hardy. Second went to the 67 of Brian Mullis. Third was the 07T of Dale Timms. Fourth went to the 537 of Jesse Rocket. Fifth was the 10 of Kenny Compton Jr. Sixth was the 10S of Scott Shirey. Seventh was the 84 of Jay Sessoms. Eighth went to the 67G of Greg Carico. I think I said that right. Ninth was the 91 of Dalton Hodge. And round at your top 10 was the T1 of Timbo Mangum.
Like I said, I think I had a photo finish for second place between Mullis and who was
Dale Timms.
Mullis and Dale Timms.
I know towards the beginning of the race, maybe in between 5 to 10 laps in, somewhere in there. Or it might have been a little bit later in the race. I'm not exactly sure. I know
the Brown brothers got together.
Brothers were
they got together.
Yeah. Why can I not remember?
Dylan went
Dylan
went a little too high and come down the racetrack.
Well, I watched a video of it. I watched Bam racing videos. I watched his video, and it looked like he went up a racetrack and just, I don't know if something broke or he hit the wall. He hits the wall and comes back down, and his brother
was right
there.
He
got nowhere to go.
Yep. And then Billy Thompson took a bad ride.
Yeah, terrible.
And they said he got out limping with him. Probably gonna be pretty sore after the wreck. So hopefully Billy gets well and ready to go for this weekend, because I think he's running the battle at Boom City with a street stock. But last but not least, on the night is a Sharp Mini late models in the 9B of Broughton Broadwright, picking up the win. Second going to Christian Pitts in the 1 machine. Third was a 9R of Rick Goss. Fourth, the 28 of Brian Funk. Fifth was a 51 of Brandon Lloyd. The 10 of Zeke Whitman, finishing sixth. Seventh going to the 2 of Preston Beckham. Eighth is the 6C of Chase Teague. Nick Goss in the 119G was ninth. Ran out your top 10 was the 1C of Chaz Collier. And that rounded out your night at the Steve Hines tribute race with the Blue Ridge Outlaws. Have top 3 interviews with the Blue Ridge Outlaws and the winner of the Southern Wedge Late Model Association coming up.
Here tonight, race fans, at the Steve Hodge Tribute. Here tonight, your third place finisher, a hard fought third place finish for Dale Timms. Him and Cheeseburger Brian Mullis coming back to the line almost in a photo finish for that second position. Dale, a lot of turns throughout this event. 2 red flags, a wild ride from Billy Thompson. We ended up cutting the race just a couple of laps short there as well. Take us through your thoughts on how good your car was throughout the night.
We were really good in that last practice, but I think we probably need to tighten up a little more right there. Kyle was just like lead really straight in the crumbs. You know, he could run the top, and I felt like I had to run the bottom. You know.
But definitely, you know, Kyle got by y'all, went to the top side, got through. How do you feel about the rest of the season going forward after night 1?
I think we're pretty good right here. I mean, we made like 10 laps at Lawrence before we come here just to make sure it runs. So we haven't, you know, we just kind of threw on there what we've run in the past, and you know, come up here and we're pretty good. Really, we've kind of tuned on a little bit throughout the weekend here, and I mean, it's pretty good. Really, like I said, we just need a little traction right there, I think.
Let's go through real quick. Thank some of your marketing partners on the side of this 07 machine. Tell us who gets you back and forth to the racetrack.
I just want to thank Logan and Sean and Tommy and Lauren. I worked their butts off all weekend. Mom and Dad, my grandpa, Teresa. You know, we got Heath and Amanda Calvert helps me a lot. Superior Roofing, Shaper's Oil, Joey Reynolds. You know, we have a ton of product sponsors. Got to thank Andy Lee. I mean, we just got a ton of people, and it takes everyone on. So definitely got to thank them all.
Race fans, finishing third tonight here at Carolina Speedway for the Steve Hines Tribute Memorial. Dale Timms out of Hodgins, South Carolina. Finishing second here tonight at Carolina Speedway for the Steve Hines Tribute event. Cheeseburger Brian Mullis. A pass at the checkered flag for that second place finish. That was basically almost like a photo finish. Of course, Kyle Hardy, your winner in the 99. Brian, take us through the last couple of laps of that race. Kind of what was your mindset? You knew you was going to need some lap traffic to try to catch the 99. Did you know how close Dale was and the rest of the field there?
Yeah, I mean, I had a handful the whole race. The car really wasn't no good. But yeah, whenever we got to lap traffic, it was like we caught 7 cars at one time all in a line, and it was treacherous because the racetrack really wasn't there. I mean, they did their best for a three-day show, so it was just, you had to slow down and just kind of wait for your time to go, and we got by those and we caught like 2 or 3 more, and I mean, I was content with riding third because Jesse, I think he just kept getting tighter, but I was content riding behind Dale. I mean, we had 2 cars racing side by side from lap down, and there ain't no reason to run over anybody for second, even whenever it's just like that. So, but we got I could get a run on him. He kind of missed a corner a little bit in the center, and I kind of catch him, but I mean, it was give and take, and then he kind of missed it the last 2 laps, and especially he moved up a little bit in 3, and I was able to just get it lower than he was, and I talked to him after the race, and we both matted it whenever we got side by side, and we were spinning until we got to the flag stand.
Definitely a great start to the campaign for 2025. Of course, let's thank some of the folks that help you get back and forth up and down the road on a 67.
Yeah, it's my mom and dad. They do it all. They put all the money into it. Had a good group of friends out here tonight, and they helped out. It sure does help because normally it's just me and my dad. I'd like to thank Wesley Page, WP Racing Shocks for the shocks, Longhorn Chassis, Superior Tire Management, and Race City Performance has our first race on it, and it's a hell of a motor and a great guy. He checked on us all weekend, so it was good. Ended up being a good weekend.
Race fans, here at Carolina Speedway, finishing second, your runner-up here tonight, Cheeseburger Brian Mullis.
Tonight's winner of the 3rd Annual Steve Hines Tribute here at Carolina Speedway with the Cagle Automotive, Blue Ridge Outlaws, powered by Newsom Raceway Parts Network, Raceway Chevrolet Dealerships, and Chevrolet Performance Parts. Kyle Hardy, his first ever start accruing one win in our 63rd different winner in series history tonight, Kyle. And, you know, man, Dylan Brown and Jacob, those guys were the class of the field most of the weekend, and they got together early in the event there. And you were the only one that seemed like that could make that outside work and really make some passes. But just the way it looked, you were kind of diamonding the corner right there. So what was that the difference maker for you, or was what other elements were possibly in play there?
Well, with these body styles, it's with this little board here, it's a lot different in racing, and I knew I had to take care of my tires. Racing here in the South, you can really cup your tires and blister them, and essentially you'll just ride in line behind the guy in front of you. So when Dylan and his brother got in an accident, I was like, man, that's terrible. And I knew they were going to be the class of the field, as I posted on Facebook today. And I'm realistic. It'd have been hard to beat them, but you can't beat circumstances of racing, and you never know what can happen in a 40-lap event. So, I started moving around, and I started noticing that if I was anywhere close to them, I couldn't pass them. So once we got to lap traffic, that's where I really started to make my moves. I didn't want to hurt my tires, as I said.
Right.
So I just kind of bided my time and waited till they got to lap traffic, and I started to see them slip. The leader got moved up, and I kind of squeezed underneath of him, getting into 3, and he raced me really clean, gave me room getting into 1, and I was able to slide him, and he told me he got tight behind me, which I would expect that with, the sideboard here, and we was able to lead the rest of the way.
How much was the difference maker with that? Because, it's something that you're not accustomed to, is running with you might have ran topless before, but running with a side spoiler and the different part of the rules package here. So what's some of the things you kind of learned from this and taking it going forward?
Well, I've learned that a lot of people got tight race car, and I've won a lot of races the last few years just keeping my car good and free, and a lot of people don't like that, but I've gotten used to it, and it seems to work for me. So it's a definitely different driving style. We thought the air was bad without them, but I'm not complaining about it. We was able to race here this weekend and get a race in when we canceled out back home. So
it's just a whole different deal of how the air affects and everything.
Yeah, just big air effect, and it disturbs the air really bad. So you got to have your car maneuverable. If it's any kind of tight, you're just not going to be able to pass. And fortunately for us, we was able to hit the setup really good, and Greg, he got a good hit the setup good too. We pretty much ran the same thing, and he got hard charger after having bad luck last night. So big learning experience. I learned a lot over the weekend with this, and maybe I can use it somewhere down the road where we're tight, and maybe it'll help. But a lot of fun. I'm going to take this sideboard and put a sticker on it or something, and it'll be a little memory that we want to race with it. And a lot of fun.
I mean, hopefully that ain't gonna be the last time you'll use it. I know I talked to your Carl or Mike down there, and he asked me where our next race was. So he's already scheming up down there.
I'm gonna make a new one. I want to do a little different design on it, but I mean, I guess that's the fun thing with it. You can do different things. And, we were tweaking on it today, and I give credit to the series for giving us 2 test sessions today. That helped me tremendously. I think we picked up probably half a second from the first session to the second one, and I credit that tonight. Dylan and them had bad luck, and I realized they were going to be hard to beat, but as I said, it's just tough with circumstances with racing. I've been there, and I've been on the other shoe. Just a tough deal, and they're good guys. For the most part, it was a clean race for us tonight. Pretty happy about it.
So who are you got to think that helps and powers you guys' effort?
Oh yeah, I mean, we got a lot of people. I race. I got 3 car owners, and they're all really great to me. So I got to thank Mike Hurley and Becky Hurley and everybody a part of this car. Don Bashir with engines, Race City Performance, great piece. Rocket Chassis, Kurt at Rocket always answers my calls, and Brian Doherty with Integra. Just anything I need, he helps me out on, and just goes to show I can come in the South and use these shocks and go up home in a really, really slick, slow condition and run the same shocks. And that means a lot to me because we need to stay on one brand, and I've been loyal to him for a long time, and I'm not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And we enjoy these rocket cars, and just everybody a part of it, my dad and family back at home, and that's about it.
So Kyle Hardy out of Stevens City, Virginia, capturing his first ever Blue Ridge Outlaw Late Model Series win tonight here for the third annual Steve Hines Tribute here at Carolina Speedway.
Race fans, here tonight, night number 2, your winner for the Southern Wedge Lake Model Association, presented by Meta Race Cars. In the number 10 machine, the Super Pig, Kenny Compton, picking up the win on Saturday night. Kenny able to hold off a hard-charging Timbo Mangum. Of course, he took night 1. You'll take night 2. Not a bad weekend. Second on Friday and a win on Saturday for you.
No, it wasn't too bad. Come down here and run 3 different classes, and you get a second and a win and a top 5. Not too bad, and then bring them and be able to load them up on the trailer and go in one piece. It's been a pretty successful weekend, I think.
Definitely successful weekend, and it also looked like you had the Blue Ridge cars starting to dial in and working on that Category 5 chassis, getting it looser as the weekend went on. Let's talk about that for a little bit as well, that Category 5 chassis.
Man, I tell you, we worked on it a little bit. We was trying a little something new. It's all new chassis, all new deal. We changed a few things on it for today, and we started way back, and then we come up and actually made it a really awesome piece. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Jason's done an awesome job on that thing. We should have been up, a little farther up to begin with, and we wouldn't have had to drive so hard and work so hard to get up there where we belong. But, at the end, it paid off, and there's going to be great things come out of this, and hopefully we'll be sitting in there in victory instead of sitting here in the pit area next time.
Let's go through real quick on the Wedge car. I know most of the marketing partners are the same, but let's go ahead and talk about the folks that get you up and down the road and help pay the bills.
Oh, yeah. It's, you got to think, my mom and dad, my wife and the kids, and my whole family and friends, to come and do this. Like I said, I've said all year last year that they just spend so much time and effort and money and to do this and chase me around, and I still ain't figured out why the hell they do, but they do. So, I don't know if they feel sorry for me, and if not, I'm starting to feel sorry for them, whichever way. But they're coming and hanging out and helping, and I can't forget them. And then, we got some sponsors that make all this possible, and pay for this stuff. Like Scenic Enterprise, and Cole's Truck Parts, and Ace Hardware, and American Racer, and all these guys, Spud, and these fellows, and Lowe's Garage, and there's so many people that just help us to get where we're going and what we do, and to have the opportunity to do it is just awesome, and I thank every one of them deeply.
For race fans, here tonight at Carolina Speedway, your winner for the Southern Wedge Lake Models, the Super Pig, Kenny Compton.
Shut up.
And that rounded up the 3rd annual Steve Hines Tribute Race at Carolina Speedway, featuring the Blue Ridge Outlaws and the Southern Wedge Late Model Association. And got Kip in the house, the voice of Inside the Bull Ring at Fayetteville Motor Speedway, and the voice of the Carolina Clash,
The voice of Victory Lane.
and he was also the voice of the Mid-East Modified Division in that county
was.
line. Good to see Kip in here. And we're going to get into County Line Speedway.
Where was Bumper Jack this
Lumberjack
week?
was at Carolina. He's a Carolina's regular announcer.
Oh, okay.
But Carolina Clash had their season opener at County Line Raceway, Sheets Middies Modified Tour there in the SCDRA Sport Compacts on hand Saturday night. I have no idea what order these are in.
I don't want that one.
Which one?
That one.
All right.
It's just weird.
Hey, you can do supers.
Yeah, I'll do that. Your super late model feature winner was the 16 of Ben Watkins out of Lancaster, South Carolina. Second was the 15 of Ethan Wilson. Third was the 57 of Adam Yarborough. Fourth went to the L3 of Bobby Lyles. Fifth was the 9 of Dalton Peavy. Sixth went to the 3 of Brent Robinson. Seventh was the 06 of Christian Thomas. Eighth went to the 5 of Cy Nelms Jr. Ninth was the 1 of Willie Milliken. And round out your top 10 was the J1 of Jake Jackson.
And next up was the Sheets of Mid-East Modified Tour at County Line Speedway. And it was Ethan Wilson in that Mackie Cox 5W machine out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, picking up the win. Lights out. Austin Holcomb in the 8A machine finishing second. Bailey Lofton in the Y44JR finishing third. JP Blaylock in the 00B machine finishing fourth. And bringing home a top 5, Maverick Cambridge Gann, that 45 machine out of Medan, North Carolina. Sixth going to Gary Jarrett, the 7 machine. Seventh going to the Y44 of Jeff Graves. Eighth going to the 05 of Goose, Travis Covey. That TC Construction ride. Dennis Kirk, 9th, and round out your top 10 was Ricky Chavis. Poor old Bo Pearl had bad luck, blowed a motor. So hopefully Bo can find him a motor to get back started. But and last but not least on the schedule was the Sports Compacts.
Your Sport Compacts feature winner was the 11V of Tyler Vagan. Second was the 2N of Dylan Norris. Third was the 2 of Stephen Davis. Fourth was the 17 of Richard Taylor. Fifth went to the 66 of Mike Crickmore. Sixth was the 4D of Dustin O'Neill. Seventh went to the 52 of Prentice.
Sounds good to me.
Prentice
Wilson.
Prentice Winston. Eighth was the D9 of DJ Mooring. Ninth went to the 69 of Stephen Robinson, and 10th was the 9 of Logan Moody.
And that rounded out Saturday's events at County Line Speedway. Only 3 divisions running. But a good 3 divisions. Like I said, the Carolina Clash putting on a good show. Dustin Mitchell was
Yes.
Was a class of the field, broke a dry shaft in the early laps. Benji Hicks was blowed a tire, had to go to the rear, come back to, I think, 16th.
Yep.
Jameson McBride made his first start with the Carolina Clash at County Line Speedway. So, overall, a good weekend of racing. Got some big racing coming up. And I'm trying to get them to load in because I forgot to load them in. There I am. Think I'm ahead of the game, and I'm behind. But we're going to talk about that modified race, though. Travis Covey drove the wheels off that 05 machine. Best run he's had, I guess, since he's been driving it modified, other than leading at Cherokee.
Well, he's finished higher than – I think the highest he's finished is 5th before.
Yeah, but he had to go to the rear this time. He was up to
me and
5th
him
at one
both
time. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, me and him both did.
he cut a tire, too, so.
Yeah.
Took a page out of your book and tore up a nose.
Yeah.
I'm not used to Travis tearing those. That's Cambridge's job.
Hey, I'm trying not to tear stuff up this year. So far, it ain't working.
Like I said, great run for Travis Covey in that 05 machine. But big week coming up for the True Lion Federal Credit Union Midi Street Stocks at Fayetteville, inside the bull ring at Fayetteville Motor Speedway.
The Battle of Boom City.
$15,000 to win, 1,000 to start. Thursday night will be open practice, plus the Mid-East Street Stocks will qualify. On Friday, the 14th, Mid-East Street Stock heat races and qualifier races. 602 modifieds will be there from 800 to win, and then have open practice for the support divisions for Saturday. Saturday will be the alphabet soup for the True Light Federal Credit Union Mid-East Street Stocks. And then the Mid-East Street Stock feature for 15,000 to win. 602 late models will be there for 1,000 to win. The 602 late model guys looking to get some practice time in for the 50,000 XR race. Be a good time to come down and get some laps in.
Yep.
Gonna have the Super Streets there for 650 to win, Legends for 500, and Crown Vics for 300 on Saturday. Like I said, big weekend of racing.
I don't know what's going to be more exciting, the heat races on Friday night or the alphabet soup on Saturday.
It's all gonna be exciting, because they always put on a great show anyway. But there's all 3 nights. Gates open at 2 p.m. on Thursday. Pre-tech and registration at 3 o'clock. Anybody who's pre-registered is already locked into the event for as far as registration. Registration does go up the day of. Drivers meeting will be 5:30. Street Stocks will have open practice from 6 to 8:30 on Thursday, and then qualifying will start at 9. And then you're going to roll into Friday night. We're going to have hot laps starting at 6 for 602 modifieds. Street Stocks, they will hot lap with their heat race groups. There will be no more than 10 cars per heat race. So depending on how many cars there, it'll be broke down to where there's less than 10 or less in each heat race. All other divisions will hot lap after the Street Stocks. Then modified qualifying, and then Street Stocks will run 10-lap heats. Then he'll let other divisions hot lap. Then we'll go into 602 modified feature, and then the Street Stock qualifier races. Qualifier races will be the top 30 in points based on qualifying and heat race and passing points. And then, of course, at the end of the night, they'll let everybody practice again. So going to be an interesting night. And then, of course, Saturday will be hot laps for the support divisions, Street Stock E main, or however many is there. I hope we don't have no more than E, but hopefully we're going to start with the E main and then run the alphabet soup. E. After the E main, Legends will qualify, and then we'll go into D main, Super Street qualifying, 602 qualifying, C main, Crown Vic, heat races, and then we'll go into Street Stock B main. Legend feature will be after that. Street Stock non-qualifier. We got 8-lap race for that, and then Street Stocks feature, and then the Super Street Battle of Boom City 75-lap 15,000 to win will take place, and then we'll have a 602 late model feature, and then a Crown Vic feature. So, like I said, 3 big nights of racing at Fayetteville, and then Blue Ridge Outlaws will be at Lakeview on March 22nd. Southwest Southern Wedge Late Model Association will be April 5th at East Lincoln. Of course, the 50,000 to win, a 602 Nationals presented by XR will be at Fayetteville Motor Speedway once again, April 12th to the 15th. Everybody who was pre-registered, everything went over to that event. It was originally supposed to be at Ultimate Motorsports RV Park in Elkin. And then Carolina Clash's next event will be at Fayetteville Motor Speedway for 5,000 to win on April the 26th. Street Stock guys going to Fayetteville. You will get qualifying points for qualifying in your groups. You will get passing heat races. Top 4 will be inverted, be passing points for those guys.
How many heat races?
Depends on how many cars.
Okay.
If we got 80 cars, it'll be 8 heat races.
Well, I mean, like if they're doing, I know you have your groups or whatever. Are they
You
your
qualify
certain
with your
groups?
group. Yep.
Yeah, I know, but like your certain groups of heat races, are those groups running one heat race, or are they running 2 heat races?
One heat race. Yeah, each group will have 10 or less cars, and then they'll go to. If you qualify in Group A, you will run heat 1.
All right.
Group B will be heat 2, and that way everybody kind of keeps the same points breakdown without getting a big spread.
All right.
Like I said, I think it's 100 points for qualifying on the pole, 3 points back for each position. Then, of course, passing points for the heat races. After the heat races are complete, the highest from qualifying and passing points, top 30 will get to run the qualifiers, and that will lock in the top. I think it's top 14 or 15 for the feature, and then everybody else will go to the alphabet soup, which of course, like 15th, so many will be B, and then as it goes back,
Right.
they'll probably take. I haven't seen, but probably 2 or 4 from
Each one.
and work its way up to the B, and then the B will fill in the rest of the field. Not sure how many. Of course, I'm sure they'll have a track and series provisional as well. So, like I said, there's a lot of racing going on. Gives everybody a pretty equal playing field as far as getting in. You can get passing points and qualifying points to help push you forward. Of course, the qualifier races for the top 30 will also give them points, and that would decipher the top 15 that go to the feature. If there is a tie after qualifiers and heat races, it will go to the best heat race finish. And if it's still a tie, it will go to qualifying times to break the tiebreaker.
Should be some really good racing. Next couple of weeks.
You'll have some. I mean, there's some hard hitters. You got Jeff Parsons is going to be there. I hope Andrew Durham makes it. He don't know with his work schedule. Satterfield. You got Rod Tucker.
Yeah, that's the one I was trying to think of.
Rod Tucker. Yeah, Rod Tucker's tough. I'm assuming Peavy will be there in this missile.
I'm sure he will be.
So, like I said, it'll be a pretty star-studded field. There's some other people looking for rides.
Blake Pryor.
Yeah. There. There's some people looking for some rides. If somebody's got a street stock that ain't nobody running, or don't want to come down there because you don't think your caliber driver is going to be there, there's some people out there that want to get in one. I know Holcomb was going to see if his would run with him, but he didn't fare too well at Speed Week, so I don't think he's going to try it. Matthew Nance will not be in the 4 car. He's going to be in somebody else's car for that weekend. And somebody else is going to be in the 4 car. I'm not sure who. So, like I said, lots and lots of racing this week at Fayetteville for $15,000 to win.
Ought to be pretty exciting.
It should be. I will be there Thursday night on, so hopefully everything goes well.
Pretty exciting weekend. Ought to be some really, really good racing.
And there's old Bobby Hucks. He is High Side TV, and also does Fayetteville Motor Speedway's TV stuff for their streaming. There's Caleb. Caleb Galton will be there. I didn't think. Sorry, Caleb. Yes, you're one of them top ones too. I need a list of pre-entries. That's what I need.
I think Jason, he was talking about it during Speed Week, so I can't remember if he said 14 or 19 different states.
Yeah, I think it's 14 different states right now. Caleb McGalton will be there, of course. Like I said, there's a whole lot of them I missed. Caleb was watching the show, so I'm going to shout out Caleb. He always watches the show.
That's pretty good. It's going to be, I'm sure it'll probably be around 60 to 70.
Anybody know Jasper's coming? Jasper going?
Is Jasper going?
No. He's not.
Things didn't work out financially, so
yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I just wondered who else local will be there. Like I said, I hope Andrew Durham gets to make it because, like I said, he didn't know with his work schedule if he was going to make it.
I think the 25 will be there. I can't remember his name.
I know you're talking about from up north.
Is it Andrew Gordon? Is that right?
Andrew Gordon, that's right.
Yeah.
Andrew Gordon. Yep.
Yeah, he'll be tough. He was really good during Speed Weeks.
And I don't know how confirmed it is, but there's some big names that's going to drop down into some street stocks from what I've heard. So It's going to be an interesting weekend.
You know who?
I don't know exactly who. There's a bunch of them guys from out west that are coming that I have heard are coming. I haven't seen the list myself, so I couldn't verify or not. There's old Kenny Kellum. He says, I'll be back in 2025. You going to be back or the car going to be back? That's the question. Because Stonewall done a good job in that car the last time he ran it. He finished third. Is that right?
Yeah, he finished third at Fayetteville.
At Fayetteville, yep.
Sure did.
We'll take a pause for the calls and thank our sponsors real quick, and then we'll go through the last little bit here. On the Backstretch is presented to you by these great sponsors. Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Go check out Philip and Cambridge Gann for all your race car parts and fabrication needs, located on K School Road in Medan, North Carolina. Go check out Gann's Race Cars and Parts. NRS Race Score, and for all your transponder and scoring needs, the official score of the Mid-East Racing Association. Go check them out on Facebook at NRS Race Scoring. Too Fast for You Embroidery. That is Tanja Gann, in-house at Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Need them hats done, shirts, sweatshirts, monograms. Go check out Tanja Gann at Too Fast for You Embroidery. She'll take care of all your embroidery needs. Located on K School Road in Gann's Race Cars and Parts. Vinyl adds horsepower at Randy's Custom Lettering, located in Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Go check out Randy and Chris for all your vinyl signage and decal needs. You can check them out on Facebook at Randy's Custom Lettering or give them a call at 336-591-9301. Special thanks to Travis Covey with TC Construction. The driver of the Goliath chassis, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 05 machine, along with the teammate and sponsor of the Gann's Race Cars and Parts, Airport Drive-In, TC Construction, Penske Racing Shocks, number 45, the Maverick Cambridge Gann. The dynamic duo make up the Maverick Goose team that will bring back the love and feeling in 2025. So go check them out at a racetrack near you running the 602, a modified division. The T-shirt guru of Travis Lawson with Stokes Apparel. If your race team, ball team, business is looking for apparel, go check out Travis Lawson at Stokes Apparel. You can find him on Facebook at Stokes Apparel or online at www.stokesapparel.com. Special thanks to Jason and Brittany Walls with the Mid-East Racing Association. Your home for your True Light Federal Credit Union Mid-East Street Stocks. The Sheets Mid-East Modified Tour. Your Rick Hendrick City Chevrolet Mid-East 602 late models. And in its debut season, the Pro Fabrication Headers and Exhaust Mid-East 525 late models. For all your rules and schedules, go check out racemideast.com. Need trash hauled? Call Capital Waste. Their team is ready to help you determine the right product for your needs. Offering roll-off dumpster rentals and also portable toilet rentals in 2 convenient locations, one at 1668 Park Drive in Mount Airy, North Carolina, the other at 730 Oak Ridge Farms Highway in Mooresville, North Carolina. Give them a call today at 336-568-8009 or check them out at capitalwastetrash.com. And again, thanks to all our great sponsors. And yes, Caleb, I will agree 110%. Because I don't think I've got a full schedule yet either. I'm going to call him out. I've got to where now that I just go week to week.
This is play by ear.
I call him on Monday. Where we going this week? Just go where I need to go. But yeah, hopefully he'll have them out soon. Like I said, I haven't got one either. Because I haven't got it on my race pass for you either, because I don't know what it is. So hopefully soon he'll have schedules out. We'll blame it on Brittany. Oh no, I don't get one. She ain't gonna watch.
Where's Willard at?
Willard, I
Where
don't
you
know.
at, Willard?
He was watching earlier. I don't know. Oh, Willard.
Cobra.
Yeah, the Cobra. Yeah, he said, I gotta tell you about that. Remind me before we get up there. I can't do that on there.
He's Moses and he's Noah.
Moses and Noah.
Moses and Noah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I
I ain't worried about that. Caleb McLaughlin said I was voting for an ass whooping, and I was about to get elected. Oh Lord! But at least Caleb's gonna be there. I ain't everybody seen used to send it Simmons.
ain't seen him. I thought he was working for Mideast.
He gonna be he gonna be a daddy, and he just dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened to Caleb.
Well, first he got married,
He got married, yeah.
and then he couldn't stay over at Gaffney anymore.
He couldn't ride with me no more. I
Yeah.
kept him out too late. We stopped at Sheets too long, or something. I don't know what happened.
Now he's gonna be a father.
And he gonna need that extra money. His diapers and formula expensive. Let me tell you how I know. I did that once, and it wasn't near as high then. But looks like everybody's toning down. Like I said, I will see everybody this weekend at Fayetteville Motor Speedway for the battle at Boom City with the Mideast crew for $15,000 to win True Line Federal Credit Union Mideast Street Stocks. Wherever you go race, support your local racetrack. Hopefully everybody will have a good weekend. I think the Love and Feeling bunch just had all they can stand. They're going to take a weekend off.
Yep.
Maverick and Goose over here.
Yep. We've
They're
had.
trying to bring back that Love and Feeling for 2025.
Oh man.
But I did see a partial picture of the trophy for the Boom City, and it's pretty badass. It's actually got grenades on it.
All right.
I mean, they look like real grenades. It's pretty badass. But you got anything else to add? Any new good stuff in the showroom?
No, we're just about the same, stocked up as ever. Just got plenty of stuff. Come on by and see us or call us. Visit the Facebook page. Call us, see if we can help you out any way possible.
All right. Well, quit bothering y'all on a Monday. We'll see you next Monday with results from Boom City. But until then, remember, guys, if you're not at a dirt track, it's your own asphalt.